Ravi Bishnoi. Sanju Samson is hopefully back up to his best. I mean, he's giving it all. हैदराबाद में भी हम देखिए शानदार शतक लगाए. आज भी डर्बिन में he showed no signs of stopping, easily covering the third, making chances for sixes. 9 छक्के 10 छक्के मारा आज उन्हें. I think he went berserk. And proving a point, looks like he's out to show Team India, Gautam Gambhir and everybody कि भाई this बंदा इतनी फ़ैन फॉलोइंग इसलिए है क्योंकि उसमें इतना टैलेंट है. आई थिंक उन्हें जिस तरीके से आज चार्ज दिया, आई मीन सूर्या भी चले गया था, उसके बाद आपका ओपनिंग में कौन था, अभिषेक शर्मा भी चले गया था, बट संजू केप्ट ऑन गोइंग. तिलक ऑल्सो कमिंग एंड प्लेइंग अ वेरी गुड इनिंग्स. Mustafa, I'll come to you because you've been a very big supporter of Sanju Samson for a while. You've seen him personally as well. So these two innings, what do you make of these? Like, it shows that this guy now adapted कि भाई मैं T20 जहाँ मेरे को मौका मिलेगा मैं मारूंगा.
Yeah, I think finally he's gotten the consistency. वो भी missing था, right? Talent तो था. We saw his shot selection, timing, stroke play has always been incredible. मगर consistency नहीं था. And for India, he really didn't score that many big runs even when he was getting opportunities. अब I think he's gotten that experience. Being with the team which won the T20 World Cup, उन्हें हालांकि खेला नहीं, but just being around that, it probably gave him more confidence. Rubbing shoulders with the likes of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. It probably helped him, and now I think Surya Kumar has backed him. I think I have to give credit to Surya Kumar because उन्हें उसको लगातार खिला रहा. Even when he was not performing initially, I think Zimbabwe में या कहीं तोड़ था, उन्हें उतना रन नहीं मारा था, but he kept going with him, and we saw his brilliance. And in away conditions, someone like Sanju Samson playing like that, like you said, Abhishek Sharma getting out early, Surya the captain getting out early, and if you see, there's not that many runs. Only Tilak Verma का 33 of 18 है, तो कोई भी इतने रन नहीं मारे. The only other guy, Surya 21 of 17, 11 of 10 रिंकू सिंह, उसके बाद स्कोर ही नहीं है. So it was a huge innings in the context of the game, in the context of his career, and क्या shots मारा भाई. एक ऊपर ऐसा कवर के ऊपर जो उठाया था, सीधा जो मार रहा था लेग साइड पे. I think incredible, sweet timing. It was a fantastic performance from Sanju Samson and from India as well.
Yeah, बिल्कुल. I mean, I didn't expect. कल हम लोग बात कर रहे थे and 2-2 होने के chances बोल रहे थे, and we thought South Africa. I mean, yes, South Africa, there's still 3 more T20s. But again, you can say that a lot of players are returning after a while. They didn't look like in match fitness बोलो या they weren't in used to that match day का जो भी simulation रहता. So I think कहीं ना कहीं वो आप एक मैच दे सकते हो उनको, but apart from that, Indian bowling also showed up today.
Yeah, I mean, the bowling is outstanding, and you saw the South African spinners got hit, and I said, we playing 3 spinners, but I think our spinners bowled really well. Varun Chakravarti was outstanding. Bishnoi bowled really well as well, and Varun Chakravarti, that mystery spinner type, he was beating the bat consistently, and wickets भी उन्हें जो लिया बेहतरीन लिया. They did a fantastic job. It's an inexperienced bowling lineup, right? आपके पास बुमराह, सिराज, कुलदीप यादव, शमी, they're all missing.
ये आदत हो गई इनको देख. अब तो आविश खान and अर्शदीप also actually
bowled well,
and वही पंजाब का RTM हो सकता है भाई कहीं ना कहीं. अभी भी आते कि एक चौवा भी मारा उन्हें. He hit a boundary as well. So I mean, he's trying to obviously IPL का कहीं ना कहीं you think वो थोड़ा होगा लोगों के दिमाग में कि भाई परफॉर्मेंस तो अच्छी देनी है.
100%. अभी ऑक्शन आ रहा है वहाँ पे. It's already an audition for a lot of them. तो दिमाग में रहता वो, even though it should not be, but that's naturally it's over there. And the likes of Arshdeep and Avesh who not been retained, उन लोग के लिए अच्छा performances देना, it will raise their stock. For example, next match में अगर कोई 5 wicket या 4 wicket लिया, then of course their price will go up in that auction. So 100% back of the mind रहता. But I think the key thing is the way India played today. I did not expect it कि इतना convincingly जीतेंगे. South Africa की team तगड़ी है भाई उसमें. And the way they started, Rickleton 21 of 11, there was 100 Klassen, but he never got going. David Miller never got going. So it's not only that they got them out, they made them struggle and then got them out. 100 Klassen was strike rate of 113, 81 for David Miller, 100 for Tristan Stubbs. So these are 3 guys who normally strike above 150. So I think that was really
Stubbs
good.
तो मतलब regular खेल रहा है. I mean, Klassen and Miller are playing right after the World Cup, so it's been a gap for them. But yeah, Stubbs is someone that should have probably done better. Ryan Rickleton was looking good. एक आध 6 बहुत प्यारा मारा over deep mid wicket. I think he pulled it very well. But yeah, I mean, South Africa looked out of touch in T20 domain. Again, their bowlers again, like वो बंदे का नाम समझ में नहीं आया मेरे को तो. कम्बा वम्बा बहुत बड़ा नंबर. Peter, उसको Peter ही I think.
Yeah, Peter.
That guy was again.
And Kabaya Mosi.
Kruger also went for a couple of very big over. At the end of it, yes, he did get Surya, but they did give a lot of extras in that over.
Kruger's economy was 17.5, like 2 over 35.
So that is what Kruger was the main culprit over there for South Africa's debacle. And yeah, I mean, they never looked ready. Indian, on the other hand, were very well. Tilak Verma also, speaking about him, a couple of brilliant shots. We saw one over. I like the way he sat on one knee and smashed it. Like, this guy is becoming one foot, to keep on your watch list for the future, along with Abhishek Sharma. But I think Tilak Verma, man, if he was in the auction, people would be
Yeah.
going.
Mumbai have
crazy
retained
about
him, right?
Yeah.
So that's a very good shout, man. Tilak Verma. Because
भाई,
आप
उन्हें
देखो
बहुत प्यारा player
ये conditions में भी ऐसा खेला. Look, Abhishek Sharma will have to get used to it. Away conditions में, this is not going to be Rajiv Gandhi. थोड़ा सा extra bounce did him today, so he'll have to get used to it. But Tilak Verma really adapted really well, and that's a good thing to see because normally youngsters will struggle in overseas conditions. मगर I think उन्हें काफी अच्छा batting करा. Whatever glimpse was there, and yes, you still want to see better performances even from Rinku, Hardik. Even though अच्छे runs आगे थे जब तक, but you know I think India's finish was poor. They could have got 20-30 more runs because of the start. They got the platform that Sanju Samson laid for them. But that's being heavily critical. You know, it's a game, and also like you could see that you know even South Africa struggled with the bat, but India actually did really well getting to that target. And yeah, man, I think today was Sanju Samson's day. Strike rate of 214, man. So he's playing that modern day T20 cricket. उन्हें सूर्या कुमार के जो instructions है aggressive cricket खेलना, जो रोहित शर्मा की भी थे, he's playing that, and yeah, it's been outstanding. Next match is in
on
Khabar
Sunday
Kha.
in Khabar Kha, expected to swing more there. I mean, yeah, it will get tougher or probably more wind. And again, Kruger, if you look at his over as well, he was trying to get it away from the batsman. He wanted Sanju and Surya to sort of stretch their arms and sort of play against the wind and stuff like that. So it wasn't failing, and because बहुत ज़्यादा swing था, more often than not wide जा रहा था. That is some plan that didn't work for South Africa. Also South Africa, I think they didn't read the pitch that well, or maybe like decision to field first. Do you think that was just the incorrect one, or was it just that Sanju batted out of the spin?
No, I think Sanju batted out of skin because if you see that, yes, under lights थोड़ा tricky रहता है कभी South Africa में, but like chasing on a small ground is always advisable,
yeah,
right?
advisable.
Yes, उन लोग थोड़े runs बहुत खा लिए थे in the like you know from the first over to the 12th, 13th over that like you know Sanju Samson just took the game away from them वहाँ पे. But I still felt they should have got closer with the batting भी आप criticize कर सकते हैं, you know that middle order is an experienced middle order. They've played a lot of games in the past, so the fact that they didn't even get close to the score was a bit disappointing. Again, you have to credit the Indian spinners, and वो भी भाई छोटे ground पे spinners wicket ले रहे. It's very risky. I thought बचने तो वाले हैं, right? And already the first couple of overs did go for a few runs, so I thought this is going to be South Africa's game. But India did bowl really well, and South Africa did disappoint with the bat. So I think still I would have bowled first if I was the captain.
Yeah, Kekbara is Kruger's home ground. Was surprised that they didn't play Bartman today as Kingsmead is his home ground.
Yeah, but Bartman's home ground in the SC20 is Khabar Kha, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that'll be good that if he plays over there. He's played a lot of home games over there for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. So yeah, I think it's an okay decision. I'm surprised. I don't think like home ground का उतना रहता है वो. Yes, they have more knowledge and everything, but it's more probably on form, skill. I don't know. Bartman generally I see him play more, so I thought he would have played anyway. But आप जैसा बोल रहे हाँ, like that's also understandable from there.
Yeah. हाँ, I mean देखो, I don't think वजह home ground का कुछ ज़्यादा होगा. Maybe they just felt like Kruger would be rather suited here, and you already have Jansen as the left arm. Maybe you want to go with the right arm Kruger, something like that. And apart from that, yeah, South Africa just didn't turn up. Thoughts on Surya's captaincy? I mean, very good captaincy. I mean, Sanju did help him majorly, or else it would have been in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
But bowling wise, the rotation, the field placement, pickle. There's some bowler chota ground for Durban with the leg side was very small, and managing to get them all out under like 141, 160, 140, 141, and I think. That was sensational. Bowlers again on point, so it looks like a very good start for this Indian squad under Lakshman's contingency. So
और clinical भी था, right? Normally आके tail मारते थे 2-3 छक्के, ये नहीं था ये time. Varun Chakravarti, Ravi Bishnoi did the job in the death as well, and overall it was a much more clinical.
None of the South African actually looked like they wanted to set like a partnership or build something.
They did, but they struggled too.
Struggled a lot.
They struggled. I think in a T20 game, normally you see South Africans be a bit more aggressive. I think here they tried to build a partnership, but they just couldn't. And that आपको तारीफ करना पड़ेगा इंडियन स्पिनर्स की. They just didn't read them. And yes, there was something in the pitch that I didn't read. I thought कि भाई like you know ये 3 स्पिनर क्यों खिला रहे हैं, like this is South Africa, but there's something that Surya Kumar read, and because even the South African spinners did get hit, so it wasn't like it was a full spinning wicket, but maybe as the game progressed there was a bit of turn and everything, but still they bowled really well, and the variations were outstanding. The pace that they bowled at as well, it was very good. बहुत बेहतरीन.
Also, Mustafa, we had Pakistan Australia. We discussed it. I know. I saw that.
That was a solid game for Pakistan.
I mean, they completely bamboozled Australia. Shine Afridi with 3 wickets. Haris Rauf with a 5er. I did not see that coming. I mean, Australia looked shackled. 168, 161. I think all out.
And they were what 80 for 2. 80 for 2 around that 70, 80 for 2, and एकदम से collapse हो गया. I mean, Haris Rauf bowled really well, and he's perfecting this role. थोड़ा सा older ball, you know, middle overs में आके bowling करना, wicket लेना. खेलना, because वो स्टेज पे नॉर्मली ऐसे बड़े ग्राउंड्स में यू एक्सपेक्ट टू बिल्ड पार्टनरशिप्स, रन अ बॉल खेलना एंड स्टफ. ऑस्ट्रेलिया बैटेड very poorly, but at the same time Pakistan bowled well, and despite dropping a couple of catches at the beginning and stuff, they came back very well, and it was a complete dominant performance. And it's not that they tied this series 1-1, they did it with 9 wickets to spare. और साइम अयूब की बैटिंग बेहतरीन थी, अब्दुल्ला शफीक भी बहुत अच्छा बैटिंग करा. साइम अयूब was what, 15 of 30, and then he went on to score like
the main thing
I think 110.
Rizwan again, his catching in the back, 6 catches I think he took throughout the game,
and he dropped a dolly, absolute dolly after, and that's why cricket is a humbler. But his captaincy was very good. उन्हें जिस तरीके से rotate करा, and the way they look, I mean look, wins will always get to unity, but I'll take you back to the first game जहाँ पे हार रहे थे, वहाँ पे अच्छा मेरे को दिख रहा था unity, जैसा आप बोले थे, right, कि like they look a bit calm and everything like that. That's what you
बाबर भी आज कैच ले लिया भाई,
बाबर भी कैच ले लिया, बाबर रन भी मार लिए थोड़े बहुत, 15 भी.
I think ये चीज़ अच्छी है बाबर के लिए, because limelight में भी वो नहीं है. There's not a lot of spotlight on him. You know, openers ने काम कर दिया, bowlers काम कर, so he's able to, you know, mitigate these 2-3 games and try to get some runs under his bat, so that at least give him some confidence. Because अगर कैमरा उसके ऊपर है, focus उसके ऊपर है, more often than not he's not able to perform. So I think now the bowlers coming into the frame, taking up a 5er or a 3er from Shaheen Afridi and, you know, Rizwan, new captain era, and then that, you know, there's a bit of a banter between, I think it was Zampa or was someone that he said your guy, your mate talks a lot, like he takes a lot of things. He's like, can I take it, the DRS? He's like, उन्हें नहीं समझा, उन्हें बोला आ जाके, उन्हें पूरा bluff कर दिया, और उसका बैट के इतने ऊपर से जा रहा है, हाँ ले लो. So yeah, I mean, in all friendly spirit, but yeah, I think it's good for Babar कि भाई उन्हें थोड़ा radar के नीचे चले गया, इतनी अभी उसके बारे में बात नहीं हो रही, because there are other elements in this Pakistani team that are getting them the win, which is buying probably Babar some time, hopefully, to come back to his original form. But yeah, I mean, Pakistan is come back massively well. I think after that Bangladesh loss, I think it affected them very well. Internally they made a lot of changes, externally they made a lot of changes with the captain and everything else, and it's just going right now for them. It's going right. Sajid Noman, that whole thing, I mean, Pakistan cricket, you've got to give it to them right now, that they're making all the right moves, and slowly probably going to but again they have to stay consistent. They can't again chop and change and mess it up.
Last one day में वो भी नहीं रहेंगे, Stark, Hazelwood, they're missing it, even Cummins maybe, I think so. They have a very good chance to win a series in Australia. I don't know when they did that. I don't know if they've ever done that. I don't think they've won a series in Australia. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they won actually in the 90s or something.
Yeah,
but it's been a long time. So it'll be a big series win for them. अगर उन लोग वो T20s को भी confidence मिलेगा उन लोग को, उसमें भी रिजवान कैप्टन नीचे है, so they'll be, you know, very eager for that series as well. I think they've done a fabulous job. No one expected them to win by 9 wickets. No one expected them to come back to the series like this, but they have done it. And it just shows कि भाई लोग बोले टैलेंट नहीं है पाकिस्तान में, यही तो प्लेयर तो कर रहे हैं. So there was something wrong, there was some problem. यही तो बंदा था जो यूएसए के अगेंस्ट छक्के खा रहा था, राइट, हारिस रऊफ. यही बंदे थे जो स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे इंडिया के अगेंस्ट, बाबर, रिजवान. यही तो बंदे थे, राइट, यू नो, लाइक साइम, जो रन नहीं आ रहे थे वेस्ट इंडीज यूएसए में, कैच नहीं ले रहे थे. तो इट्स नॉट दैट दिस रेडिकल चेंजेस. टीम तो उतनी ही है, लाइक, यू नो, जो T20 हारे थे, थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस होंगे. यू गॉट अ कपल ऑफ नाइस चेंजेस, बट द सेम प्लेयर्स आर performing better. Shaheen looks a better bowler. He picked up 3 wickets today, right?
In the right area.
What happened to his pace and everything? It's like he's bowling well all of a sudden.
Well, he got it to move a bit more.
Like, so there was something wrong internally. I don't know what the problem was, but it's the same player. So that means talent is there, and these players are bringing that talent. Again, इतना आगे नहीं बोलना है because there's still a long way to go. But it just shows that if you can beat Australia like that convincingly, then you have a chance, man. Like, you're not a bad team.
I think now they should avoid changing captain as Rizwan. For now, it's temporary captain as PCB set up his limit. They will take a decision.
Yeah, I think until the Champions Trophy is done, give him another.
I think
good
if he beats
few
Australia, then he'll become the permanent captain. Like, I think.
I don't think until the Champions Trophy they should change him. They should keep him for the Champions Trophy.
He's temporary captain, बोल रहे हैं for now, but they shouldn't change in our opinion. If they win this last ODI and they win the T20, that'll be a very big, huge win under Rizwan's cap, and I mean, he'll be the first captain probably to do it in a long time. So I think, it just looks like people listen to him. He's very a big brother figure है in the team. A lot of people listen to him. Yeah, his DRS calling, everybody hates it, even I hate it. बहुत बात करता हूँ पिक्चर से, हर चीज़ he just thinks it's out. Maybe that is something that he should personally work on the reading of that DRS, and he should be a little bit more attentive. I think there's a lot of things that goes around in his head, which he just loses attention and thinks अरे भाई लगा होगा शायद मैंने.
And the thing is, if you see, I think बाबर जो है, शाहीन से जो problems हो रहे थे, ये वो रिजवान क्या है, उन्हें भी पठान है, इन्हें भी पठाना शाइन से उसके साथ लाइक कम्युनिकेशन है एंड देन विद विद बाबर एंड स्टफ ही हैज अ फ्रेंडशिप विद हिम सो लाइक ही वाज हिज वाइस कैप्टन तो उन्हें संभाल लेगा सबको टीम को एंड आई थिंक आल्सो द पावर ऑफ द सिलेक्शन इज टेकन अवे फ्रॉम देम इट्स वियर्ड बट सर्टेन थिंग्स दे डोंट हैव कॉल सो लाइक नाउ यू कांट ब्लेम द कैप्टन द प्लेयर्स कैन नॉट ब्लेम आरएमए को क्यों नहीं खिला रहे बिकॉज़ इट्स नॉट इन देयर हैंड्स
जाके आखिर भाई से बात
yeah so maybe that is helping them thoda but it won't I don't think that's sustainable because I think the captain and coach need to take calls in selection lekin for now it's working so let it be
Jason Gillespie also said like white ball coach nahi banna hai because mostly I can't stay out of Australia I want to be with my family so there's a hint over there as well
so he's only white ball coach because it's in Australia
I think so yeah maybe I guess that's the reason so he said full time तो मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा ये because मेरे को घर में रहना पड़ता भाई मुझसे नहीं होता ये away from home and I mean they're still probably going to make decisions and stuff but Gary Kirsten going away there after 6 months is just horrific Rizwan had a good relationship with Shaheen and Shaheen domestic debut was under Rizwan's captain
they're from the same place I think right the same area
yeah, I mean, but overall, right now, Pakistan cricket going in the right direction. How long it goes for, no one can say. No one ever will because आज अच्छा खेलते, कल फिर बेकार खेलते, परसों फिर वही problem शुरू हो जाती. So you really can't put a finger. India, Mustafa, you saw the game. India, was also. I mean, you saw KL Rahul and Abhimanyu.
Did you see that?
I didn't see that. You
can open Instagram. I'll show you. I'll get your reaction right now. Open Instagram. उसमें look Mukesh Kumar bowled really well. Prasidh Krishna picked up 4 wickets. I think bowled outstanding. मगर उसके बाद जो भी उन लोग मेहनत करे, it went all down the drain. Just put cricket Australia.
Oh, they actually put it.
One second. Yeah, उन लोग तो छोड़ते नहीं भाई. Not this one. One second.
The AU.
Yeah, try the AU one. Yes. There you go. So ये पूरा जो मेहनत करे मुकेश कुमार एंड आपके प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा इन लोग जो विकेट आन लिए वो सब पानी में चले गए नो वन स्कोर्ड रन्स एंड सोनी जुरल अगेन वाज नॉट आउट एंड लॉट ऑफ डिपेंडेंसी सी नाउ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर सेइंग कि भाई शुभमन गिल से ओपन कराओ पहले मैच में एंड
ये कल डिस्कस कर रहे थे एक्चुअली
एंड जुरल को
वर्ल्ड में शुभमन गिल माइट एक्चुअली ओपन
बिकॉज़ ईश्वरन के भी रन नहीं आ रहे
बट यार देखो शुभमन गिल भी ओपन करेगा तो उसमें कितना कॉन्फिडेंस होगा ओपन करने से
ध्रुव जुरल खेलना चाहिए क्या मिडिल ऑर्डर में
ऋषभ पंत है यार आई डोंट थिंक सो
हां ऋषभ पंत के साथ
2 विकेट कीपर लेके गया
हां मगर ही इज बैटिंग एक
सरफराज को ट्राई कर लो यार मेरे हिसाब से सरफराज को ट्राई कर लो ध्रुव जुरल का सेकंड इनिंग में क्या सीन है
21 not out.
Not out. So let's see if he does. Then I don't know, man.
There is a possibility.
There is a possibility. 100% is a possibility.
Because the difference is Sarfaraz not scored.
But he is a very good outfielder as well, Dhruv Jural.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. भाई राजस्थान में भी 2-3 कीपर ही छह तो है, right? बटलर, जुरैल और कौन किए हैं like.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean,
Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
उन्हें तो क्या कीपर है.
So yeah, there is a possibility. It's just like
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I think again we don't want to rush into it, but the fact is scoring in Australia it does give people that to talk about.
But it's sad, man. KL Rahul like he took that much time to get his leg out of the way and he just lost it. नहीं समझ में आ रहा बेचारे के साथ क्या होने वाला है. I would say again till Rohit Sharma makes runs, till Virat Kohli makes runs, till like Shubman gets consistent, we still can't just pinpoint KL Rahul. I think
they've also kind of it's completely his fault this dismissal like बहुत stupid dismissal था वो but one thing that I would blame them is that they didn't give him a proper thing like you know you give that guy a batting order एक दो आप shift करो अगर नहीं चल रहा drop करो it's much better than saying भाई कभी ये करो कभी वो करो पूरा गेम ही खत्म हो गया उसका like उसमें I'm not saying खत्म हो गया but look अभी उन्हें settle हो रहा था as a middle order batsman he didn't do too much wrong to get like become an opener now and not be a middle order like what did he do too much wrong like opener क्यों बनाया उसको लाइक मिडिल ऑर्डर में आप खिला सकते थे
सबसे बड़ा वही है लास्ट ईयर जिसको विकेट कीपर के सपने बता दिए विकेट कीपर बन गया
सपने क्या बताया मतलब दे फोर्स्ड हिम
व्हाटएवर दे फोर्स्ड हिम
व्हिच इज रॉन्ग राइट
हां दे फोर्स्ड हिम ही बिकेम अ नंबर 5 बैट्समैन ही डिड सेव इंडिया ऑन अ कपल ऑफ ओकेजंस इन अगेंस्ट न्यूजीलैंड और श्रीलंका एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट फिर आप ऋषभ पंत
अभी मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं उसको ओपन कहीं को भी जाइए गेम में
और कोई है ओपन करने वाला
नहीं इंडिया एक ही गेम में लाइक कोई भी कर सकता पर्टिकुलर इन लोग कोई भी कर सकते थे इन्हें क्यों कौन करे लास्ट गेम में उसको तो करा सकते
रोहित शर्मा की जगह के लिए देख रहे हैं आई थिंक
ऋतुराज को करा सकते थे हां मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूं क्यों चेंज करे उसको मिडिल ऑर्डर रखो सरफराज नहीं बना तो उसको खिलाओ मिडिल ऑर्डर में उन्हें उतना भी खराब नहीं करा इन द बांग्लादेश में थोड़े बहुत रन आए ठीक है अगेंस्ट न्यूजीलैंड ही फेल्ड द गेम बट उससे पहले क्या
या अब वही है ना कि रोहित शर्मा की अनअवेलेबिलिटी की वजह से दे जस्ट वांटेड टू सी बिकॉज़ केएल हैज प्लेड दैट रोल इन द पास्ट एज वेल
बट आई डू अंडरस्टैंड
बट अगेन लाइक ईशान के साथ भी यही करे थे चॉप चेंज कर दिए थे So Ishan Kakhar, Ishan Kakhar, he'll still play number 4, number 6. Never go up the order. And I don't know if he'll come back to the Indian team.
I'm just saying, if he's not performing, drop him. If he's performing,
But
keep
yeah,
him in the
he
one
also
number.
then has to just probably say कि भाई मेरे को एक जगह stick करो. But then anyway, देखो problem ये है कि I know he wants to play cricket for India. So if he's saying that, automatically he'll get shafted. So he'll say rather I take my odds as an opener rather than saying no to this position.
So it's not his fault. That's what I'm saying. It's their fault for doing that. It's not, he's not doing it. Like I'm not saying कि उन्हें of course उन्हें क्यों मना करेंगे, right? मगर जो विकेट कीपर का करे, उन्हें थोड़ी बोला कि भाई मेरे को टीम मैच रखो, मैं कुछ भी कर लूंगा. नहीं, उन लोग बोले कि भाई कीपिंग आपको करना है. So then लिए.
Gaikwad opened last match.
Yeah, so Gaikwad को करा दे सकते थे, but they want him to open in that first test because Rohit Sharma is not there.
Yeah.
So that's
They're
what I'm saying.
looking for replacement option majorly for Rohit Sharma. So that might be a hint that Sarfaraz might play ahead of KL Rahul, even if that number 5 position. Sarfaraz will play ahead of.
Who was the opener that they were saying to pick in the India series, Australia series? Gaikwad, right? उन्हें भी नहीं चल रहा. ईश्वरन भी नहीं चल रहा. कोई भी नहीं चल रहा. It is only Padikkal and Jurel who, I mean Padikkal इसमें भी उतना नहीं करा, but Jurel is the one who's only scoring runs.
Yeah,
but again, this is the backup squad. This is not the squad that is going to play anything. There's a few players who might play, but that's about it.
Mukesh Kumar is in the reserve, so he's not even going to be there in the top.
He's bowling well. Prasidh Krishna bowling really well, put up 4 wickets, and I was really eyeing him for my 3rd or 4th bowler. So I don't.
Sai Sudarshan can open. He bats number.
Anyone can open, bro. Gaikwad, Sai Sudarshan, Padikkal.
The thing is, anyone can open, but वही है कि how much of an impact does it make if you keep changing so much position? And right now, it looks like that it does a lot, right? In terms of KL Rahul, it looks like he's been opening and then he's been going number 5, then he's been.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you change the position 1 or 2, it's fine. Like उसको 1 से 5, 1 से 6 लेके जा रहे. It's a huge difference, man. Your whole role changes. Your whole role changes. So you have to mentally adapt as well. Of course, as a cricketer, you should be able to do that. But like I'm just saying, if he's not performing, don't pick him until he performs in that role. Give him a defined role and then play. And especially opening.
It's a very confusing one because देखो रोहित शर्मा एक टेस्ट के लिए नहीं रहेंगे, वो एक मैच को फुलफिल करने, maybe just play Ishwaran, get over with it. Ishwaran and Jaiswal will open. Just don't even bring KL Rahul into the frame. Let him just play 5. Why for one game you have to put KL Rahul?
Don't even play KL Rahul. I'm saying. Jurel को खिला दो.
हाँ, Jurel को खिला दो, Sarfaraz को खिला दो. Yeah. But yeah, bringing KL Rahul, and it's going to only impact his own confidence, right?
But look, now if he's going to get back, now he has to step up. He has to show कि भाई मैं run बनाऊंगा as an opener, जहाँ पे भी है मौका.
Like Sanju will do.
But again, his life will be complicated. Even if he score runs, he'll be temporary. फिर Rohit Sharma comes back, then what do you do with him?
Yeah.
Right. Like so, it's always going to be a thing.
It's always going to be hard for anyone to adjust everything, right? But
I'll tell you another.
For Rahul's sake, the only thing I can say is he needs to get runs, no matter where you're playing.
I'll tell you something also which might happen, which is a very far-fetched idea. 5% chance है, but in the second test you might see Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul opening and Jaiswal out of the team.
Unless Jaiswal makes like 100.
Of course, but I'm saying the 5% chance, like out of 90, out of 100, very small chance. But I'm saying
they'll change immediately Jaiswal.
If Rahul scores and Jaiswal doesn't, Rohit Sharma comes in.
Subject to Rahul playing the first test.
That's what I'm saying, 5% chance out of 100, like very small. Yeah, 5% chance that is going to happen. Like it's a very small percentage. 5% chance if this happens, because if you remember in the T20 World Cup, who was supposed to open?
This T20 World Cup?
Yeah.
Jaiswal should have played.
With Rohit Sharma. Yeah. What happened?
वो तो खैर विराट कोहली खेल रहा है यार.
वो last minute ही हुआ adjustment पूरा IPL में. वो IPL में तो हुआ वो adjustment. Kohli went to open, he scored runs over there. Jaiswal के run नहीं आ रहे थे, change हो गए. But before the IPL, what will be told? Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma are the openers. Virat Kohli is the one down in T20
cricket.
Jaiswal
didn't play any game in the World Cup, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, 5% chance.
चलो अभी तो खैर आपके पास इंडिया का मैच है, IPL उतना लंबा वो तो नहीं है आपके पास सीजन, बट यहाँ एक मैच में तो भी आप परफॉर्म करते हैं. एटलीस्ट फॉर हिज ओन से KL Rahul, if he could have made runs, it would have been good. He would probably open with Jaiswal. He still does have that opportunity. I'm not saying Ishwaran made anything big. I don't think Shubman Gill should be given an opening opportunity because like he doesn't. अभी उसका consistent patch भी नहीं है in this number 3 slot. So I think just either you play KL Rahul, Ishwaran, take a gut feeling and just go, or just bring, like Mustafa said, bring Jurel in and send like.
The only reason they'll do it is because the same thing with KL Rahul. अरे उन्हें open कर चुका है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, तो उसको करा दो.
तो वही होगा फिर, या तो एक्सपीरियंस के बेसिस पे, जैसा इंडिया हमेशा करती है एक्सपीरियंस का नाम लेके हम KL को भेज दिए, द मोस्ट एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर. But he had 2 opportunities, both the sessions
he was stupid out
very bad.
Yeah, it was stupid. And in general, like the batting has been poor. But at least the T20 team is doing well, and they've got off to a flyer. There's 3 more T20s, and hopefully they
I'm
win
waiting
that.
for Australia's team. They have opening में Marcus Harris भी अच्छा करा थोड़ा बहुत. They've got a few options. McSweeney भी है एक. So they've got options. They've not yet laid out their plans, and I think it'll probably come in the next week. Their team will come out shortly because Cummins and Stark will regroup with the main team. If KL Rahul performance in the first test and Jaiswal fails in the way, KL Rahul and Rohit will open in pink ball in Adelaide. Basically what Mustafa was saying, if KL, but that's the thing, if KL plays first, it's a question over Abhimanyu Ishwaran. Second is if he performs. So they're still like, I still feel...
That's what he's saying.
Personally, I feel Jaiswal should be given a longer stretch.
But that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
If it's one game, if it happens, a 5% chance, he's gone out of the team. That's what's gonna happen. If it happens, that's a big if.
I just feel like either way, Jaiswal should play at least 2 to 3 back-to-back tests. He deserves it.
Jaiswal.
Yeah. The way he's performed in India, in England, against England.
He deserved to play the T20 World Cup also.
चलो ठीक है वो तो
He deserved it.
He deserved it. I agree as well.
But he didn't play. So that's why we're scared, me and Ibrahim.
Batting collapse देखने की आदत पड़ गई थी. It's good to see Indian
Yeah,
batters
very
staying
good,
on the
man.
crease for a
Well
long
played.
time. I know it's been 1 month, but I'm sorry.
McSweeney is going to open. Yeah, man. I think Karthik bhai, India played really well today. It was great to see an opening batsman. And top 3 में कोई 100 मारना. It's been a while since we saw that. Sanju Samson did it. His shot selection was outstanding, and the way they were attacking South Africa from ball 1, it was good to see. They made like 56 in the power play, and then after that, the way they picked up even more in the middle overs was great to see. It's been a while since India won a game, so it was a very satisfying performance from Team India. Overall, batting, bowling, in all 3 departments, fielding as well was good. They played really well. Credit to Surya Kumar Yadav, he's doing a good job. This is a test for him, but right now, he's off to the perfect start.
Yeah, 100%. I think he's been fantastic. 2 तो जीत गया उन्हें already series, like Bangladesh against and Sri Lanka against, now eyeing his 3rd win, and hopefully he does get it. McSweeney is going to open with Khawaja as they moved him from number 3 to open in the current match. Yeah.
Because he scored in the first match, and then uske baad, I think everyone was very keen on him to play the first
Yeah, man,
game.
if you look at it, just like 8th तारीख है, another 14 days, and we're going to be BGT heavy. I mean, ये मैच चले आए तो ये संडे को सेकंड T20 अगर जीत गया तो ये लाइट लेने वाले. वो मिनट ऑस्ट्रेलिया अनाउंसेस देयर टीम्स, इट्स गोना बी ऑल दिस मीडिया पूरा. अब ये क्रिकेट ऑस्ट्रेलिया जो भी वीडियो लॉन्च करे, इट्स नॉट गोना हैव कॉपीराइट ऑल्सो. इतना मार्केट करने के लिए लोग हैं उतावले ये BGT को.
Is that something they said?
Yeah, like I mean, based on what we see, there's no copyright का डर and stuff like that. So everyone's going to start making reels. Everyone's going to start making,
But they have the right to do that, right? The Cricket Australia, वो जो बताए थे राहुल का.
Yeah, they have the right because they're shooting it, right?
Yeah.
Like, so,
तो वो सब खींच लेंगे लोग.
yeah, ये नहीं, but yeah, BGT के जितने भी रहने वाले मोस्टली अभी तक तो मेरे को जो खबर आई है
और स्टम्प माइक्स बहुत ज्यादा वो है.
Stump mics तो
high है वहाँ
high
पे.
होने वाले हैं.
The volume is high on that in Australia.
because Kohli
Even South
है.
Africa, the volume is high.
Yeah.
Not in the T20, but in general it is. But in Australia, it's going to be a thing. Your player of the match today?
My player of the match, Sanju, man. Sanju was fantastic. I mean, you can say bowlers bowled well, but they only bowled well because he got them par 200. I think that's like one thing I'd say.
Player of the day today?
Player of the day today.
I mean, if you combine both games, who was the best player? Sanju Samson, Haris Rauf, Saim Ayub, Abdullah Shafiq?
I'd go Sanju, man. Sanju's 100 was sensational. Like, couple of shots that he scored was incredible. I mean, Haris Rauf, yes, good spell, but a couple of wickets, like, Australia threw as well. Unreal dominance in white ball cricket. We lost our last match in the World Cup final.
Yeah, white ball cricket में तो बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे, like, and the transition has been really good.
Yeah.
I think from Rohit Sharma to Surya Kumar Yadav, I think someone who has worked under Rohit Sharma, who has shadowed Rohit Sharma and played so much cricket with them, I think he's really taken this position very well. I didn't know what Surya Kumar would do as captain, but it looks like he has a good calm. He's composed. I think he's more calmer than Hardik Pandya, and he's smart as well in terms of his field placements, his bowling
I think
changes.
gets along better with everybody else in the team. And one thing that he mentioned in the press conference also before the series started, he said, I follow Rohit, what he does. I've seen how Rohit, has a relationship with the players off the field and on the field. Like on the field he'll say, but off the field he'll try to make sure that he eats with someone, he travels with someone, he goes out with these garden wale boys and stuff like that. So he's picked up on a couple of keynotes from Rohit Sharma's office, and he's trying to implement that in his own captaincy. So you could see like there's a little bit of thing. Did you hear about today's meeting meeting about
I didn't hear, bro.
IPL.
Do you think this will be India team for 2026 T20 World Cup edition? Yeah, I mean, we're still very far ahead. I mean, not that far, but I'll give you a better idea by next year after the Champions Trophy. Because this question was asked before the last T20 World Cup, and I thought Hardik Pandya will be the captain, and everything changed. Virat Kohli came to the team, Rohit Sharma came to the team. So I didn't know. Are they going to change the players in the squad?
Who are you talking?
I think maybe the Australia tour वहाँ पे शायद. I did not. I'm not sure if they're gonna change it. They might. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that yet, but let's see. I mean, if a meeting between Jayasha, Gambhir, and Agarkar and Rohit, yeah, I mean, I've not heard anything from this yet, but yeah, we'll probably.
Yeah, I mean that shows that the serious.
They are concerned,
yeah, it's a serious situation. They're not happy with what's going on right now, and rightly so. 3-0 at home. But I don't know what happened. Like I just hope, because the thing is, what happens is no matter what you say, अरे chemistry अच्छा है, इन्हें ये कर रहा है, इन्हें वो कर रहा है. When you lose, everything goes to shit. When you win, everything is great. Yeah. So now you've lost. Let's see what the response is and everything. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen in the BGT, because if this keeps happening, if India keep losing, then Gambhir's job is gone. Like there's no way he's going to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm just thinking अगर हार जाते खुदा ना खास्ता वो T20 World, it would have been much more worse. Like this New Zealand would have been much more.
But it'll much more worse in general. But for Gambhir, it wouldn't have made it. It would have been better if they lost. Because he's coming into a side which won the World Cup, and now he has much higher expectations. और अब already एक home series हार गए, जाके अगर उन्हें 5-0 clean sweep हुआ, फिर Champions Trophy में नहीं qualify करे semi-finals के लिए, तो फिर गया उन्हें काम से. And उसको इतना चढ़ा रहे थे, बोल रहे थे कि भाई उन्हें पूरा KKR कर. Now he's under the pump.
Yeah, पहले Shreyas Iyer scored a double century in Ranji Trophy. He could be added because he's been scoring in Ranji Trophy. This is something that I don't know. Like I wouldn't do, because like वही है कि वहाँ पे पिचेस अलग है, यहाँ पे पिचेस अलग है, आधे लोग यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी सिलेक्टेड हो गए, एंड देन अगेन आप वही करने वाले हैं. आप किसी को चलती का गाड़ी ट्रेन बोल के आप किसी को घुसा देने वाले, किसी का स्पॉट खा लेने वाले.
He said he's doing well in Ranchi.
He's doing well in that, so he could be added bullets. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that should happen, even if they're thinking that.
I also agree with you, but the problem is you made that stupid rule, right? The BCCI.
Play Ranchi. I mean, he's still playing Ranchi since the minute that rule.
Yeah, that's a stupid rule. मैं तुम्हारे जब से ही बोल रहा हूँ. I agree with you. You can't just take on Ranji Trophy performance. तो आप इतना अगर weight देंगे तो then he'll have to select him. And भाई वहाँ पे श्रेयस अय्यर को बाउंसर दिया तो क्या होगा हालत उसकी छीड़ देंगे वहाँ पे पर्थ में. You have to look at the conditions as well when you pick a thing. It's not just Ranji Trophy.
कार्तिक सिंह KL राहुल के पहले बाल कटवाओ, थोड़ा हल्का महसूस करेगा. Don't hype Ranji performances, please. They are. Oh yeah, that's not exactly my point. I'm not even irrespective of that rule. Also, I'm saying
they hyped it, bro. The BCCI hyped it at that time, and everybody who backed that rule, they hyped the Ranji Trophy खेलना है, Ranji Trophy खेलना है. भाई आप बाहर जब खेलेंगे अलग रहता है. Of course.
Now that the squad is out, maybe if India fails in the first two tests, then you will probably alert Shreyas Iyer to come. Okay, चलो ठीक. अभी start होने दो.
No, then why would you alert him? Why not the people who are already there in the India?
Them also, if someone is not.
भाई इतना पूरा टीम चेंज कर देंगे. Already है 2-3 बैट्समैन, उन लोगों को पिक करो. तो रूल स्टूपिड था.
हाँ, रूल तो खैर वो था कि भाई अगर आप इन कैलेंडर ईयर खेलना जरूरी है. अभी तक तो विराट कोहली नहीं खेला, रोहित शर्मा नहीं खेला.
And I was angry with that rule since day one. I was very passionately upset with that rule. It's so stupid. Like
because it doesn't, because obviously it's not going to apply to Bumrah. It's not going to apply to 60% of that, 70% of that squad. Siraj hasn't played a Ranchi game in God knows how long. So I mean, it's never going to be implemented. It's just for show. It was just a way कि भाई ईशान and श्रेयस को कैसा हम action करें. Auction आ रहा है. Players will be used bots and news articles to hype the Ranji performances in order to get their auction. I mean, everybody will, even the current Indian team in South Africa that's playing, everybody will want a good deal for themselves. And it's fair. I mean, it's franchise cricket. You want to make money. That's why you're also playing cricket at this level. I mean, you're that good, so you want top dollar for yourself. So I don't have a problem with that. But the management also has to be smart enough to identify like हाँ वाकई अच्छा है नहीं खाली ऐसे ही है. Because वही basis पे आप IPL के basis पे तो आप Indian coach ही ला लिए तो अभी क्या ही होगा.
वो भी like stupidity था. That's how PR agencies work.
Exactly. That's their job. And even for a cricketer, I don't think it's wrong. He's just trying to get what he thinks he deserves or what he thinks is best for his own camp. So I don't think that's wrong. I can see a South African dropping Peter or Maharaja for the next game and playing Bartman. Yeah, I mean,
100% Bartman should play in the next game.
He was fantastic for the Eastern Cape. Like he was
he played for South Africa in the World Cup, right? He bowled well.
He got pit gaya tha ek match mein. Was it against England? or West
England,
Indies.
they won.
West Indies, one of these matches
Maybe
he
the
got
West Indies.
smashed.
They won against England.
Or yeah, one of these matches he did get smashed. I just don't remember which one it is. But yeah, IPL is coming, man.
But
It's
this
gonna
guy
be
who he's
fun.
talking about got smashed even more, man. So he has
Peter,
to-
right? Yeah, Peter. The rest
They have
like
to-
first name, I can't pronounce. Like him and YO.
Even Kruger or whatever got smashed,
Yeah,
right?
Kruger also got matched. I want BCCI to ban those players using PR agencies and bots like Rituraj. With such substandard performances, he doesn't even deserve place in his Ranji
मैं
team.
अभी तो सब बोल रहे थे
But that's
उसको
what
खिलाओ
exactly,
खिलाओ
yeah.
खिलाओ
Like,
उसको
उन्हें
टेस्ट
Asian
में
Games
खिलाओ वनडे
जिताया,
में खिलाओ
उन्हें
ये करो वो
yeah.
करो आई थिंक थोड़ा सा वी आर ऑल्सो रिएक्शनरी I don't know the bot situation. I really don't have an understanding of it. I'll do some research if you want me to, but I really don't understand. I'm not exactly sure what you like how they use it or
Basically,
whatever.
like Instagram पे आप boost करते देखो page आपका.
But yeah, I like
so bots will come, Instagram pages बनते जाएंगे, Twitter पे आपका नाम बनते जाएगा. Mustafa the greatest, their stats.
अच्छा but like तो like I mean उससे selection अगर होगा तो फिर selector की
Selection
गलती
उससे
है.
तो नहीं होगा, but
Selector
देखो
की गलती है
ऋतुराज
वो.
के हिसाब से अगर आप देखो भाई last 2 years से उन्हें कुछ तो भी करते हैं.
Problem is, bro, I tell you something. When you're in a less pressure situation, you score a lot of runs, right? When you play for India, or when you're in the limelight and you stop scoring runs, people will criticize you, and that's what happens with a lot of the cricketers. You know, like Sarfaraz was not under the spotlight. It was KL Rahul, Kohli, Rohit, and then he scored runs, and then suddenly when he started getting to the spotlight, he also failed. It happens at times. You just have to see, like again, selection is a tricky thing. I'm not saying it's easy,
Yeah.
but. Yeah, like you gotta be a bit smart about it as well.
He got smashed against England, but Rabada and not Kekla. Bots are like basically वो comments जो आते हैं अपने God to comments and all of these things. So that's what Karthik. But see, again, that's not going to happen based on bots and stuff. I mean, देखो BCCI is a huge agency. It's like data analysis रहते हैं, statisticians रहते हैं. So ऐसा हल्के में तो उनला नहीं करेंगे decision based on a few bots and stuff. So I don't think इतने अभी easy है Indian cricket team.
And you have to have physical scouts and go to games as well. You
Varun
can't,
Chakravarti
you
would have
can't just
got-
go on Twitter and Instagram
Yeah.
and pick a guy. You have to go to the ground and
Exactly,
scout
and
them as
Varun
well.
Chakravarti again. That's why he said I wish I had a PR agency. Was just because he was not getting marketed enough for his performances in the IPL. I think that's why that post came up.
I think we were talking about Varun Chakravarti, him and Haris Rauf, these two guys, I want to credit them a lot because they were criticized in
Heavily.
different respects a lot, and the way they've come back and today the way they performed, I think outstanding. Haris Rauf को tape ball bowler, हम लोग खुद बोलते
उसकी तो
थे
लड़ाई भी हो गई थी यूएस में फैन के साथ.
yeah, कोई fan के साथ हुआ था, and then to come back and play like this, that means, you know, tape ball bowlers do have skill, they do have thing. Yes, maybe he didn't come the right way in the
Yeah.
system, like, you know, he should have played more first class cricket, that is wrong, but he does have some sort of skill which is doing well. Maybe it's in limited
If
conditions.
he's throwing 150, he always has an advantage.
But the problem is with Haris Rauf, I think he's in some conditions he's really good, in some conditions he's really bad. Like, and that's why you have to adjust. Like a Jasprit Bumrah, he'll bowl in different conditions. Like a Siraj, even, you know, the past Pakistani bowlers, Amir, Wahab Riaz, Wasim Akram, all these guys used to bowl in different conditions well. I don't think these Pakistani bowlers have mastered that art. उन लोग को जहाँ पे सूट हो रहा है उन लोग अच्छा डालते, जहाँ पे सूट नहीं हो रहा they get smashed.
Yeah, I mean, वही है, the assessment has to be done again by the coaches and stuff, but also they also need to pick up on areas, hot spots जहाँ पे, you know, pitch में कौन से जगह पे क्या डालना है. At least आपकी line सही रही तो भी at least it'll be difficult for the batsman to play, not give too much weight, not, you know, linger down leg side. So yeah, I mean they have to work on that massively. But yeah, I mean जैसा ऋतुराज का बोल रहे थे, again एशियन गेम जीता, वो सब करा, तो उसका नाम ज़्यादा आने लगा. And in India, obviously, this is always going to happen because there are a lot of batsmen, a lot of players of the same age now, 27, 28 की category में. Everyone not going to get a chance, someone going to miss out, and it's always going to hurt. So in India, like Mustafa always says, it's impatient. On to the next one, hota. We don't actually give people the longer ropes.
So people wanted Gaikwad in this series. Like,
Yeah.
अपने stream पे आके लोग बोल रहे थे Gaikwad को लेना था. मैं जब भी बोला, like, you know, maybe give him, it's fine, they went with this one, he also performed really well, but वही है, अब उन्हें भी perform नहीं कर रहा है, इन्हें भी perform नहीं कर रहा. Now they're looking at Jurel.
ये भी नहीं करा, उन्हें भी नहीं करा. What are your thoughts?
Jurel तो कर रहा.
नहीं, खेल रहा हूँ. What are your thoughts on Indian media saying PCB are ready for hybrid model and PCB reacting, holding a press saying it's not true? We still plan to host whole CT in Pakistan in IPL. I mean, what I read last was Mohsin Naqvi came out and said that there's no official communication from the BCCI. on whether or not they're going to come to Pakistan or not. So there's no communication from there. Very clearly said by PCB chairman कि भाई हमारे को तो कोई इत्तला हुई नहीं, कोई हमारे को ये नहीं बोला कि आएंगे या नहीं आएंगे. So I don't know where this news is coming from that Indian. So the Indian media hyping for, obviously, like Ibrahim Bhai said, the PR and the agencies and stuff, that they're hyping it, saying कि भाई they want to get a reaction from BCCI, they want to get a reaction from Mohsin Naqvi. That's why this whole stint was made कि भाई in media comes out and does something, and you know the BCCI statement release कर देना कुछ तो भी. तो अभी तो कुछ भी नहीं है. अभी there is a team that going to Pakistan in the next 4 days, and then they'll come and see the arrangements and stuff. The schedule might be announced also. This is hypothetical again, that they will be announced but without the venue. So that again, I don't see that happening, but that makes no sense.
I think this is just like it's not organized well. Like even the 50-over World Cup, I'm sorry to say, you've covered it. I covered as much as I could. It was very poorly organized.
The World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of foreign fans also were upset. Not just Pakistan, like people were not upset, but foreigners from different countries were also upset because of the changes in the timetables. There was not adequate
and that's the
ticket distribution was a very bad thing.
There's
Especially
so much.
in Ahmedabad, it was so bad.
There's so much it's all about IPL these days, man. I don't think the ICC events or these things पूरा last minute रहता है. India Pakistan पे bank करते हैं, and if India reach the final bank करते, that's it. Like there's no other motive to it. And India have other problems, man. उनके तो कोई top order batsman like test cricket में, one day cricket में, one day T20 is different. Test cricket में, you know, there's so much hype about the Champions Trophy. There's so much hype about IPL auction. But our players, like you know, जो इतना cost कर रहे, इतना value है, कोई performing नहीं कर रहे पिछले साल से.
Yeah, वो बात भी सही है.
इतना फोकस उस पर है, लाइक इन ऑक्शन कब है, ये कब है. आई थिंक दैट्स द थिंग, एंड इट इज वरिंग. लाइक गोइंग टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी इजी, मैन. लाइक नोबडी इज परफॉर्मिंग. केएल राहुल से लेके विराट कोहली से लेके रोहित शर्मा से लेके, अगर इन तीनों से प्लस
सबसे बड़ा सेटबैक यही होगा अगर खुदा ना खास्ता जसप्रीत बुमराह को विद इन दैट सीरीज इंजरी हो गई.
आई थिंक उसके साथ भी आप पिट जाएंगे अगर आपके टॉप ऑर्डर उसको आई डोंट थिंक ही इज गोना विन यू द सीरीज, बिकॉज आई थिंक ही इज अ ग्रेट T20 वाइट बॉल बॉलर, ही इज अ ग्रेट वनडे बॉलर, ही इज अ गुड टेस्ट बॉलर, बट आई डोंट थिंक ही कैन विन यू अ सीरीज, बिकॉज इन टेस्ट क्रिकेट you need as a collective to everyone to contribute, and then you need your top order to score runs, man. Like if you're not going to do that, then think Pujara, Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, these guys are scoring runs in that. Rahane, that is going to be a big difference.
Last minute decide hoga, like Pakistan also does due to security reasons, because people might track hotels or other things. Irrespective, by if you're see, in England 2019 it was very good. It was easy because Mustafa, I can tell you better, he was able to book a ticket 6 months before the actual World Cup. इंडिया में अपन अगस्त में रिलीज़ करे, फिर सितंबर में एक स्केड्यूल रिलीज़ करे. होटल्स तो भाई द प्राइसेस वर आउट ऑफ दिस वर्ल्ड. आई लिटरली स्पेंड मोस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कप इन डॉर्मेटरीज. आई डिडंट इवन गेट होटल्स because it was that expensive, right? So it's also, you can't plan your trip. Now you want to go, let's say Karthik bhai, you want to go to the Champions Trophy. How are you going to go? You don't know where to go, so you have to wait till like the last minute. Then your plane ticket gets expensive, then your train ticket gets expensive, then you don't get bookings, then you don't get reservations. So what are you going to do? You're going to just say कि भाई it's better I stay at home and I watch. And then again, when you go out to buy a ticket आपको Paytm ऐप पे तो बैगन नहीं मिलता आपको. You have to buy in black. So that's what.
Yeah, and आप जो बोले foreign fans के लिए like
visas नहीं है. Visa like Australia के हम I met a few Australians. They said, bro, it's like what the hell, there's no visa, and then their ticket you got to buy from some shady guy.
Even the T20 World Cup, the America was fine because when India Pakistan were playing, but the West Indies was poor. Like there's not many people there. Like I don't know what.
You can't even fly to that country.
Bro, yeah, the flights again was next level. I have 3 questions for you. So you remember the Adelaide test? It doesn't matter if you get this wrong. I was going to ask you because it's fun. Adelaide test, India got all out for 36. Can you tell me who batted one down in that innings, the 36 all out inning, the last innings of
Pujara?
No. Just Bumrah. Yeah, fun, right?
Yeah.
Now my second question is, who was India's highest score in that 36 all out? And if you can tell me the score, that's a bonus, but you don't have to.
It was a tailender.
I don't know. You have to tell me what the players.
I can't remember the team also. Like
no, I wouldn't know either. I'm just asking you, refreshing memories.
Yeah, like bad memories.
I'll give you a hint. It was a top order play, top 4.
Top order. Vihari.
Top 4, and Bumrah is not included.
Vihari.
Huh? No. Vihari was not in the team.
Vihari was not in the team.
In that specific game, I think he came the next game, or was he in the team? Sorry, Vihari was in the team. Yes,
Vihari
but
was.
yes,
So I got it wrong.
yeah, you were very close.
Rahane?
Vihari was the second highest scorer.
Huh.
No,
Who was it?
Mayank Agarwal. Can you tell me his score?
In the 36, I think he made like 15?
9.
9. This may be. Yeah, well, sad.
So there were 9 wickets taken. Sorry, there were 10 wickets taken. One was a run out. Can you tell me who took the 9 wickets?
For India?
For Australia.
For Australia. 9 wickets.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll make it easier. One bowler took 5, one bowler took 4.
One bowler took.
Yeah, so there's only 2 bowlers you have to name.
Stark?
No, so it's Hazelwood and Cummins. Stark got 0. It was Cummins 4, Hazelwood 5. So yeah, that was a bit of trivia. And in the first innings, India made 244, right? And so let me just tell you this, you probably forgot 244. उसमें 74 रहाणे के थे, कोहली के sorry 74 कोहली के थे, 42 रहाणे के थे. And if you remember, run out हुआ था कोहली उसमें. And guess what Australia scored? So if they made 244, Australia scored 191.
Yeah.
So India went in with a lead.
Oh my, and they still lost.
36 all out. So yeah.
इंडिया में हमेशा से लेट ही होगा ड्यू टू सिक्योरिटी रेजिमेंट सेम पाकिस्तान व्हेनेवर दे होस्ट अ मल्टी मोटिमल यहाँ पहले से डेट देंगे देन समवन वांट्स टू हार्म देन ब्रो इफ़ यू लुक एट कार्तिक भाई प्लान ठीक है आपकी बात में एक सेकंड को मान भी लिया चलो यहाँ पहले से डेट देंगे देन इफ समवन वांट्स टू हार्म एंड प्लान एन अटैक don't you think खुदा ना खास्ता again see this very sensitive topic so I don't want to talk about it but don't you think during the midst of the tournament also that's possible like anywhere in the world right so anything is possible
it's just unorganized
it's just unorganized you can't put see this is just a part of the world
वो तो कहीं भी हो सकता
कहीं भी होता है
yeah वो तो कहीं भी plan हो
it's going to happen anywhere this kind of
and if you want to attack a specific team you can attack them anywhere you don't have to attack them in a specific country
like Sri Lanka and all of the it's not like anyone like just
No, it's just unorganization, nothing else. It's not anything.
Even Sri Lanka has its problems. Even Zimbabwe has its own problems.
But in general, अगर आप देख लो, West Indies में भी यही problem था. I'm not just counting India. Even West Indies, India, we both like very unorganized.
So okay, those president बन गया of USA, the orange man, Trump basically.
Donald Trump.
Shami didn't bat as all out. He got injured in the first innings. Shami.
He did not get what?
He didn't bat in the set.
Yeah, he got injured, right? And then he उसको वहाँ पे finger पे लगा था. When he was batting only, he got injured. I remember in Adelaide. Can you tell me who got the
Let's play this tomorrow, and then I'll refresh my memory and I'll come then.
No, but then you'll know the answers.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Can you tell me who India's highest wicket taker was?
In that match?
Yes.
I want to go with.
In that first innings when they got them 191 all out.
I mean, I don't even remember the squad completely. Shami है, बुमराह नहीं था.
I'll tell you. Yeah, बुमराह था.
बुमराह था last over.
Yeah, first test.
है उसके बाद इंजर हुआ ना.
बुमराह, शमी, उमेश यादव, अश्विन ये 4 बॉलर थे.
उमेश यादव.
Very close, second.
Again?
3 wickets. Ashwin 4 wickets.
I didn't expect Ashwin in that in those conditions to get wickets.
Yeah, Ashwin got. If you remember that innings जो 36 all out था, उसमें भाई हर ball nick हुए उन लोग. It wasn't, there was no plane miss. That was the incredible man. I haven't seen something like that. I mean, the 46 भी थोड़ा बहुत वैसा था होगा.
मेरी तो memory बहुत वो हो गई. पहले like I have not seen like highlights of this one, but yeah, hopefully I will go and watch it down because अब तो क्या 10-12 दिन बाकी हैं, तो you have to do your homework as much as
you know possible. The opening batsman were Prithvi Shaw and Mayank Agarwal.
Prithvi Shaw के बारे में एक खबर है, ये Greg Chappell और Ian Chappell, one of the Chappell brothers, penned him a letter saying that we saw you in under-19 World Cup being one of the most greatest talents in the world, and you've not lived up to that. Wishing you the best of success. But we really want to see that.
बहुत अच्छा लिखे जो भी लिखे.
Like it's good, right? Like it's good for his confidence.
Yeah. Because when I saw him, bro,
I thought you were one of the most talented batsmen in the world.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be better than Shubman Gill and all.
We also thought Rohan Bakchan would be good, but yeah.
Unmukh Chand, yeah. I mean, yeah, I did think that.
But it's like he's
Yeah,
like
because look-
the way he wrote that letter is like भाई तू इतना काबिल है लेकिन तू अभी तक वहाँ तक पहुँचा
The
नहीं.
same applies to Unmukh Chand as well. If you see, Unmukh Chand played better than Virat Kohli did in the. If you compare both the under-19 World Cups. Do you remember the Malaysia one? उसमें विराट कोहली का उतने रन नहीं आए जितना उन्मुख चंद फाइनल में 270 चेस कर रहे थे. He scored 100.
Yeah.
So if you saw that game, you would have also
Yeah,
made the same
yeah, yeah.
assumption.
Yeah, I mean, but
Prithvi Shaw, same thing.
पृथ्वी के बारे में तो yeah, you said काफी, and then he's given glimpses in like
Shubman Gill का भी था bro. Look, if you see, Shubman Gill also scored 100 in that World Cup in the semi-final against Pakistan. Shaheen Shah Afridi को सीधा छक्का मारा था. He scored runs. So I thought Shubman Gill, Prithvi Shaw. अब दो में से एक, we just thought Prithvi Shaw would be also right up there because he was the captain also of that team, and you know Sachin the next Tendulkar, he broke that record and everything. So but Shubman Gill तो आगे बढ़ गया. These two were the star players. Abhishek Sharma was there too, but if you remember in that World Cup, it was what in 2018. अभिषेक शर्मा को उतनी बैटिंग नहीं मिली, ज्यादातर उन्हें बॉलिंग करा, उन्हें बैटिंग उतनी मिली. मनजोत करला वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल with Prithvi Shaw. He was opening the batting. He scored 100. Now he's doing podcast. He quit cricket.
Yeah.
He doesn't play cricket. And these are shocking kind of things. Manojot Kadla, Unmukh Chand, Prithvi Shaw. These guys.
He went to the US, right? Like he though.
I think even this. Who? Unmukh Chand?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he was in the US, and then he did play in the Delhi team or one of the IPL teams.
Yeah. हाँ, bowlers भी नागरकोटी, शिवम आवी. कौन की थे अच्छे बॉलर थे. लाइक कहाँ चले गए, आई डोंट नो लाइक व्हाट हैपेंड विद दैट. पृथ्वी शॉ का मगर सही है, लाइक हिम, उन्मुख चंद, these guys, they all are the only guy who.
But out of this lot, you could say Prithvi Shaw, like Virat तो छोड़ दो, Shubman छोड़ दो, Abhishek now is getting there. Prithvi messed up big time, like his opportunities, like he didn't use.
Him and Unmukh Chand, I put both of them right up there, man. And also, who is this guy, bro? अपने हम जो लिए थे प्रियम करने, उन्हें नहीं, अभी यशदुल. I don't know where he is.
उन्हें तो अभी दिल्ली में था ना.
How? मगर उसका भी वही दिख रहा है. He was a very good player as well. यशदुल अभी जो खेला under-19 वर्ल्ड कप, ये जो हम लोग लास्ट कवर कर रहे थे, मुशीर के साथ एक था, देखो
कुमार खुशागरा.
नहीं, जो सेमीफाइनल में रन मारा था, देखो लोअर मिडिल ऑर्डर
कैप्टन जो था,
कैप्टन और उसके साथ दो थे. कैप्टन था और एक और था, दोनों बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर हैं.
He was picked to be a future captain of India. He was also fast tracked into the Indian Test team. Yes. Yashdul had a heart surgery and he is currently
okay.
Ranchi.
और एक था ये अभी जो थे दो, मैं नाम भूल गया. I forgot. Kotian.
Team याद करने को.
Was it with D? His name? I don't remember. I can pull it up for you.
D. Under-19 तो अच्छा खेले, like I think Mushir तो played fantastic. Like I'm excited about Mushir. Like that's one of the things what Mustafa did with Prithvi. I think I'm going to do with Mushir. Like I put him right up there.
Sachin Das.
He
was the guy who I was very impressed.
Sheikh Rashid, he looked like a proper.
Yeah, Sheikh Rashid.
Wasn't he in
Chennai
IPL? Yeah, he was in Chennai.
Was he?
Yeah.
But उन्हें वेस्ट इंडीज का जो वर्ल्ड कप था उसमें शेख रशीद, he played under यशदुल. Yeah, he was solid player, man. बहुत अच्छा प्लेयर था.
इन्हें भी अब बहुत ज़्यादा आवाज़ करा. कौन था यार ये अभी स्पिनर मुंबई के लिए भी जो खेलता, शम्स मुलानी.
हाँ.
खेल रहा था बीच में. They are players again, but like India is so packed with potential and think that they are obviously going to get lost. Like people like Rutraj, we talked about, obviously they're going to get. There's too much, man. There's too much.
And these two, I would say,
very hard to make it.
Also IPL was their downfall too, man. Like they got exposed there big time. Unmukh Chand, if you remember, अंदर वाली बॉल, Prithvi Shaw अंदर वाली बॉल.
पृथ्वी तो बेचारा like उसको इतना वो करे बाद भी उन्हें उस पे.
और IPL में हो रहा था वो. That was the problem.
वो Indian condition में अगर इतना हो रहा तो like.
But you know what the difference is? Unmukh Chand, I think, he tried his best. He just was not good enough, and like he probably peaked at his under-19. That's what I feel. Because Prithvi Shaw, I think he just didn't work hard enough. Because I felt he was very.
England में यार 275.
Yeah, I think he was very talented. Because अगर आप देखो like कभी-कभी होता है आप young age पे peak होते पर जब बढ़ के like you know एक stagnant हो जाते हैं.
Attitude भी matter करता आपका.
नहीं पर उसका तो अच्छा attitude था.
पृथ्वी शॉ का.
नहीं उन्मुख चंद का. उसका क्या गलत था? अब उन्हें अभी भी जाके effort लगा रहा है अमेरिका में खेल रहा है.
पृथ्वी शॉ का इंटरव्यू.
या वही बोल रहा हूँ like.
And all of the distractions. We have players, but they don't only do good on good surfaces.
I mean, yeah, right now that's what's happening. But hopefully, we had Virat Kohli when he was at his peak. He used to score in tough surfaces as well.
Yeah, we on good, we have players, but they don't play on good surfaces, and also age players take sports in Ranji teams. या ये तो भाई आई कैन टेल यू लोअर लेवल पे भी है सीनियर प्लेयर्स कभी आके यू नो कम एंड टेक योर स्पॉट इन इवन इन फुटबॉल इट्स वेरी प्रेवलेंट इन इंडिया कि भाई आप सीनियर हूँ मैं तो मैं एंड एन आधार कार्ड के तो गिच्चियाँ लाइट होके हो जाते तो टूर्नामेंटों में घुस जाते मुच्छियाँ शेव कर देते तो आई हैव सीन इट ऑल एज वेल सो आई मीन या इट इज़ what it is now you can't I mean but they are played again in front of us अच्छा यूजी चाहल का क्या है मसला सीन like what according to you the problem was
वो मेरे हमारे दोस्त बोले थे कि यूजी चाहल should be there I was also saying yes मगर अब उन विकेट ले लिया आज so it's okay man let him stay where he is but yeah I feel bad for him like
T20 World Cup लेके
you know
खेला
yeah like he didn't play in the Australia T20 World Cup वहाँ पे खेलना चाहिए था वेस्ट इंडीज में लेके गए ठीक है I understand नहीं खिलाए but जब पहले क्या हुआ उसको like you know why did they do that RCB भी निकाल दिए उसको he does well in Rajasthan Royals IPL में अच्छा ही कर लेता so I do feel for him at least he should be in the squad man in this kind of squad
chances for him to get RTM Rajasthan
yes Chahal more than Ashwin I feel Chahal
Ashwin तो खत्म like he's now Chennai
oh he's not going to be RTM
yeah
yes
yeah but yeah I mean that pretty much I think wraps things up today
yes thank you
we'll be coming back tomorrow with more cricket and hopefully a lot more things to discuss थोड़ा आज late हो गया I think because of the match and stuff age group में divide होना चाहिए for Ranji like division 1 18 to 32 and division 2 8 yeah I mean that's something but नहीं चलता ना अगर टीम्स हारना शुरू करेंगे तो they'll obviously be like नहीं हमारे को हमारा प्लेयर लाओ सीन है वो बहुत चलता भाई कोचेस का और प्लेयर्स का एक अलग रिलेशनशिप बनता है एंड इफ समवन मेक्स इट एंड देन ही कम्स बैक लाइक श्रेयस अय्यर से अब है ही हैज वेरी बेटर रिलेशनशिप विद द महाराष्ट्र क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन so a lot of factors man like I'm telling you there are so many talented footballers even in India I mean obviously not level of Spaniards and English players but अच्छी टीम बन सकती बट प्रॉब्लम है कि एक की टांग एक खींचते रहता सो ये होता है आई मीन मुंबई के टीम्स तो का 2 टीम्स हो तो या I mean देखेंगे
उसमें भी इफ यू रिमेंबर 2006 में एक अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल था इंडिया पाकिस्तान का उसमें पाकिस्तान 80 रन बनाए राइट और इंडिया ऑल आउट हो गई 70-60 में उसमें बॉलर था पाकिस्तान का उसका नाम नहीं आया उन्हें आया नहीं उसके बाद होता लाइक तो होता ही है लाइक यू नो एक लेवल पे पीक होते हैं उसके बाद लाइक
एंड दे कंफर्टेबल विद बिकॉज़ पैसे तो मिल रहे हैं उन लोगों को देयर फाइन
या आई डोंट नो या एंड आल्सो लाइक मे बी दे ईदर दे डोंट पुट इन द एफर्ट लाइक पृथ्वी शॉ और दे जस्ट नॉट गुड इनफ आफ्टर लाइक स्टैग्नेंट हो जाते हैं सो दैट इज द थिंग
but yes, like we said, we'll come back hopefully very soon. We have BGT, we have India A, we have a lot of things to discuss mostly.
And the India South Africa. When is the second T20 on
Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be back. So we'll preview that and then.
Thank you so much, Karthik bhai, for joining us. Ibrahim bhai, as always, fantastic to have you since day one. And everybody else who watched and chimed in. Hopefully, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you so much and good night.
Thank you.
Good morning, actually.